What's going on? Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and you're watching NFL Daily. The Patriots season is over, and everyone is talking about the future of Tom Brady. Before I give you the top 10 most likely destinations for Brady in free agency, let's look at the latest news and rumors around the GOAT. So Brady is a free agent after the season. But when you asked him, he said, I don't know what the future looks like, so I'm not going to predict it. Luckily for y'all here at Chat Sports, that's what we're trying to do. But between you and me, I think the Patriots would be absolutely foolish to not re-sign Brady. But the reason why that we are talking about this, because the Patriots just lost to the Tennessee Titans 20-13 yesterday in the wild card round. Now Brady, I thought, played okay. 209 yards, 20-37. But when you really look at the entire game in this entire season, I think this is the first time that Brady has not really been able to carry his team. They had not a lot of offensive weapons around him. Plus, he didn't have his main guy the entire year, Rob Gronkowski, who retired. But when you look at the last 4 years, he has started to decline. I mean, the man's 42. He's about to be 43 years old. Tom Brady might not be the GOAT that he used to be, but he is still a very, very talented quarterback. So the question that everyone keeps asking me and everyone here at Chat Sports is Tom Brady going to retire? And like I stated, he will turn 43 this offseason in August. And when you ask Brady, or when Brady was asked, I would say it's pretty unlikely. But then he also kind of was like, it's hopefully unlikely. But then when you go back even further in the offseason, and for those of you that are subscribed to Chat Sports, you'll know that we talked about this. Brady also said that he wants to play, or he hopes to play, until he's 45 years old. Last time I did math, he's not 45 yet. So the question that I'm going to ask everyone right now, is it time for Tom Brady to retire? I'm going to make this the pinned comment on this video. So for those of you that are watching this on YouTube, you might get hit with an ad break. While that ad is playing, I want you to scroll on down and comment on this one, okay? Is it time for Tom Brady to retire? I want you to type Y for yes or type N for no. Now let's look at the top 10 destinations for Tom Brady. Number 10, the Miami Dolphins. They have the highest amount of cap space. Maybe the Dolphins could offer him a whole bunch of money, but I think it would take money and literally the moon, the sun, and all the planets to get Brady to go potentially to the Dolphins. Let's look now at number 9, the Carolina Panthers. Is Cam Newton going to return? Is Kyle Allen the answer? Well, that one's a no. But still, the Carolina Panthers have at least some sort of talent around them, and they are looking for a new head coach. Let's go now to number 8, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Another team that's got some cap space. Jameis Winston, not the answer. The only way he's going to have a 30 for 30 is, well, he kind of just did it. But then you also got to think about Bruce Arians, quarterback whisperer. I don't really think it's too likely that Brady goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But now, number 7, the Dallas Cowboys. They still haven't re-signed Dak Prescott. Now, they could franchise tag him, and I think that they should. But a year America's team, Dallas Cowboys, I mean, Tom Brady, he's kind of like America's sweetheart. Am I right? So those of you out there who loves talking sports, you love debating sports, if you said yes to either of those questions, then subscribe to Chat Sports right now. Click that big red button, or you can take that link below, youtube.com/chatsportstv, and send it to your friends. The one thing that we do here, I want my show to be like you and I. We're sitting down at a bar. We're sitting down at the family reunion talking and debating sports. If that sounds good to you, click that subscribe button. Let's go now to number 6 on my list of top Tom Brady destinations in free agency. It sounds weird. The Las Vegas Raiders. You know what would be even more weird? Tom Brady in silver and black. I can already hear Raider Nation screaming, tuck rule, tuck that. But guess what? Tom Brady, if he wants to be a Raider, they're still not sold on Derek Carr. At least that's what Nation's telling me. Now, I want to give a special shout out to today's sponsor, BetDSI, near and dear to my heart because they're giving me free cash in my pocket. Now, if you guys want to get set up with BetDSI and you love betting on the NFL playoffs, heck, you want to bet on college football, NBA, there is one place to do it and one place only. But the only way you're going to get free money is by going to chatsports.com/bet and using that promo code NFL120. It gets you 120% deposit bonus. Y'all ready to get in my top 5? Let's do it. All right, starting in the mile high, the Denver Broncos. It doesn't seem too long ago, right? I mean, remember Peyton Manning, a legendary career, ends with the Colts, signs with the Broncos, wins the Super Bowl. Why not John Elway try it again? Now, the only reason for some of you that might be like, Mitch, I don't think the Denver Broncos make sense. I mean, they did win 4 of their last 5 games. Drew Lock, I thought, played pretty well. But honestly, if you're Drew Lock and Tom Brady wants to come play for you, and you're like, wait, I can learn behind Tom Brady for a year, 2, maybe 3? Yeah, you take advantage of that every single time. Now, number 4 on our list, the Chicago Bears. I know we have a lot of Bears fans that watch this show, and I think we can all agree. Right now, if Tom Brady were to go to the Chicago Bears, they are a playoff caliber team. And heck, I think a bunch of you, even if you're not a Bears fan, would argue that Tom Brady leading this Bears team, most quarterbacks leading this Bears team, are a playoff caliber team. But with Brady, you can make a serious argument that they're a Super Bowl caliber team. Heck, they were 12-4 a year ago. But what was the big reason why that they struggled this year? Y'all, I don't need to tell you. If you watch the show, if you debate sports, you can debate whether or not Mitchell Trubisky is any good or not. 2018 was a solid year for him. There's no doubt. 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. You can look at the QBR. But in 2019, Trubisky was a major reason why this team did not make the playoffs. And I'll say it was the main reason. And if you want to continue to be great, if you want to have a solid team in the future, if you want to compete against the Packers, the Vikings, heck, even the Lions at this point, Mitchell Trubisky, it is not the answer. Now, where will Tom Brady play in 2020? He kind of allured to it a little bit that he doesn't know, but here at Chat Sports, we are an interactive YouTube channel, and I want to hear from everybody who's watching us right now. So where will Tom Brady play in 2020? And now, you ready to get into my top 3? Top 3, the Indianapolis Colts. They come in at number 3. They started strong, and I thought, man, this is a great story. Andrew Luck retires. The Colts, they're coming out firing on all cylinders. Then they lost 7 of their last 9 games. And I think everyone who's watching would agree. Jacoby Brissett is not the answer at quarterback, but Jacoby Brissett was a backup to Tom Brady back in New England. Now, I don't think that's why they're going to go out and get Tom Brady, is to make Brissett a backup. But the Colts, they do have a lot of money. And if you want to spend a lot of money, well, maybe now's the time to do it, right? I mean, let's say you go out and get Tom Brady. You got $93.4 million in cap space. Here's the most cap space in 2020. If you're the Colts, you have T.Y. Hilton. You went out and got Eric Ebron. You got a solid running back in Marlon Mack. Maybe, just maybe, you want to start building around some of your players. Maybe go out and build around Tom Brady. But you got the Dolphins, Colts, the Bills, the Buccaneers, and a team that we already talked about, the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the top 2 teams, the most likely for Tom Brady in 2020. The Los Angeles Chargers. I've seen this one flirted out there a few times, and Phillip Rivers, contract's up, and it's time for him to retire. I just think he's had a little bit of a down year, and he's starting to slow down. The Chargers last season, 2018, were 12-4. I thought the best team in the AFC West, and we're a serious playoff caliber team. It's why I actually bet on the Chargers on Bet DSI before the season started. They have a good team, offense, defense. I think the thing that hindered them this year was Phillip Rivers a little bit. Now, if you go out and get a Tom Brady, maybe, just maybe, that's what it's going to take for the Chargers to take that next step. Plus, Tom Brady will sell tickets. And for a team that needs to sell tickets, if you watched any Chargers home games this year, you'll know that they need to sell tickets. And with a new stadium in SoFi Stadium in 2020, I don't have 2020 vision, but Tom Brady, like I said before, that would sell some tickets. Now, if anybody out there, if your team is still playing, hey, congratulations. I got some NFL playoff gear for you. Chatsports.com/NFL playoffs. If you're looking for a t-shirt, maybe a Titans t-shirt, maybe you need a new hat in your life. We got this Chiefs hat here. All these things that I'm about to show you on screen. If you're interested, your team's in the playoffs, go to chatsports.com/NFL playoffs. But let's say your team's not in the playoffs. Maybe you're an angry Patriots fan watching this right now. You can still get a whole bunch of different gear at Fanatics. Just make sure you guys go to chatsports.com/NFL playoffs. I think the last time I checked, they had up to 60% off. Up to 60% off. Yeah, you're welcome. Ready? Number 1 team for Tom Brady in 2020. It's probably not going to be that big of a surprise. It's the New England Patriots. So I said before, Tom Brady, he would be foolish to leave New England. And I also think Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick would even be more foolish to let him go. I don't know about you. I don't consider either of those 3 men foolish. And believe me, I get it. I get the rumors about Tom, selling his home in Brookline, Massachusetts. But here's the thing. That sold for $33.9 million. I don't think this is a man who's looking for money. And honestly, Giselle probably laughs at Tom Brady's paychecks. I mean, am I right? But when you ask Tom Brady, he's a very close to his family. Tom Brady's dad even said it himself. He can't imagine his son playing anywhere else. And then you really think about this, okay? This is full panic mode. The Patriots went 12-4, and everyone's like, this team's terrible. I mean, they won the AFC East for the 17th time Brady's done that. This team is still very, very talented. Now, this is what Brady had to say about his future, okay? He goes on to say, like, I love the Patriots. I mean, you know, this is the greatest organization. And playing for Mr. Kraft in all these years for Coach Belichick, there's nobody that I had a better career, I would say, than me, just being with them. So I'm very blessed. I don't know what the future looks like, and I'm not going to predict it. Now, my job here at Chat Sports is to predict it, and that's what I'm trying to do here. That's why we made this video. But Chat Sports is all about the live interaction, and it's why I love doing this job, okay? So the question I'm going to ask everybody right now, is the Patriots dynasty over? Okay? The Patriots dynasty is over. I'm making the statement. Do you agree with it, or do you disagree with it? So I want you to type A for agree and type D for disagree. All I want you to do is think about this. They went 12-4, and in the AFC East that was playing a lot better. He did it without his left guard and Isaiah Wynn. He did it without his center, and he did it without a lot of talent around him. Is the Patriots dynasty over? I want you to type A for agree or disagree. And if you love talking about sports, I'll say it again. Subscribe, youtube.com/chatsportstv.